This is Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
Still ahead, fall garden hazards for your pets. We're getting some expert advice on what to look out for.
Well, fall is officially here, and in today's Focus on Family, we're talking about potential dangers that this season may bring for your pets. Dr. Tony Kremer is here from Kremer Veterinary Services with advice. 11 hospitals you're up to now?
We do, yeah. We just have our flagship downtown Old Town Animal Care Center on North Avenue is doing great.
Is that where it started?
It didn't start there. That's been a recent hospital for us,
okay.
And it's open 7 days a week, and people absolutely love it. Come by and see us.
Wow, you are a busy man. So, you know, we're always worried about summer with fleas and ticks and things like that, and we're worried about winter with the cold weather and things like that. Fall is one that's...
Well, what's special about fall when it comes to pets?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that actually come into play here. And the first thing I really want to talk about is that a lot of people think that they can take their pets off of heartworm preventative. Heartworm disease comes from mosquitoes. People go, oh, it's getting colder, maybe we don't. But in Chicago, with the crazy weather we have, we keep animals on heartworm preventative all year round. A news flash, there's a new medication out now that instead of giving the heartworm pill every month, which is kind of a pain, and people
no one does.
No one's good at it. I'm not good at it. It's just, you know, we're all busy. They have a shot now. So your veterinarian can give a shot. Heartworm preventative will last the whole year. You don't have to do any of the work anymore. It's really, really nice. So ask your veterinarian about that.
So go to your vet and get the shot.
It's brand new, one shot the whole year. I love it.
Wonderful.
Another thing too is fall's bad for ticks especially, but fleas and ticks are something that our pets should never get anymore. There are such good medications now. This one out here, Brevecto, is given every 3 months. It's a treat that they take, and they're just never going to have fleas or ticks ever. So it's easy. We're getting
is this better than the oily stuff that you...
Absolutely, because you only have to do it every 3 months. The other things are all once a month thing, and they're just more labor intensive.
And you're like, hey, did I do September? Did I do October?
The easier the better. The compliance has gone up tremendously with these newer products.
And typically, fleas and ticks, they're not a problem, you know, after your first freeze or around there?
Well, it's because our weather goes up and down. You know, we get a freeze or a frost, and then we have some warmer weather after.
We'll get 60s all the way to the end of December.
I hope so. Yeah. Are you guaranteeing that?
Hey, I need a job.
So there's a lot of other things outside that are problems, and if your pet's not supervised and they get into some of these things that I have up front here, acorns, dogs get those stuck in their intestines. The walnuts are something that if they're natural, they're not toxic, but actually if they chew that up, it can be a problem. Sometimes molds and bacteria grow on them and can cause animals to get digestive upset. Mushrooms, of course. You know, we don't know which ones are poisonous. I got a couple up here that are out of one of our friends' backyard, and I have no idea whether a dog should get that or not.
Right.
So they're just something you want to keep your pets away from. Make sure they're supervised. Plants. We talk about lilies and that in seasonally as far as a plant goes, but lily is a plant that a lot of people have around, and it's very toxic to cats, and it's something that we have to really, really watch out. If you have a cat, don't have that in your house.
Silly question. Now, shouldn't the animal, will instinct kind of kick in? They kind of know, or they don't have no idea?
I don't know. Our animals nowadays are, I think a lot of their instinct is gone. You know, they see this new in the house, they go, that looks interesting, I think I'm going to chew on it. And that's what happens.
They're like we are when we're on that diet. Like, well, instinct says don't eat it.
The other thing I have here is crocus. Crocus is a plant that's outside. It's a bulb that is it is a toxic thing that can cause them some pretty bad issues. If you have that around your house, make sure that they're not getting into that. Other issues, moldy leaves. As the leaves fall out, again, same kind of thing. They compost. They can have these things grow on them. If pets rolling around on that, eating that can be a problem. All these wonderful things. Back to school time, right?
Wow.
So our children are going to be having all these new things that, again, if they're dropping them around on the floor, our pets are curious. They're going to say, what is this new eraser or these crayons or whatever? And there's something that more often than not, we find that animals, if they eat this, will have to have an operation to get it out. So we really want to stay away from things like that, even though it's not necessarily toxin.
I was going to say, because I picked up a number of pieces of crayon. So they're not necessarily toxic. It's just the size they can get lodged.
Exactly. It's something that, again, sparks our pets' curiosity. They chew it up, and then, you know, then they're having a problem getting out, or it gets stuck in them, and they can get really, really sick.
These are good tips for people, because we've all bitten a crayon here or there. You know, we all know what they taste
Really?
Antifreeze.
They look tastier. Last thing is antifreeze. Antifreeze, I think we all have talked about it being very toxic to pets. It tastes sweet. It has a sugary taste to it, so if it spills in a garage or it's leaking from your car, a dog will go up there and lap that up, and it just takes a few licks for them to get terrible kidney failure. Make sure you find one that's safe for pets if you're going to use it, and keep your garage clean if you have it.
All right, well, thank you. We're out of time. Dr. Kremer has 11 hospitals in Chicago and Ohio. you're going to be tough getting an appointment with him. For more information, check out drtony.com or animalcareinfo.com. We're going to be back with more right after this.